Hi Leo, my name is Tawana. Today we're doing a reading for you for the month of December. This will not resonate for every one of you, but it is intended for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Today I'll be using the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. I haven't used this in a while. I'm excited to use it today for your reading. And I'll also be using the Radiant Wilds Atlas Tarot deck. I'll be using the Angel Answers Oracle, and I may or may not use the Wisdom of the Oracle. It's been calling to me lately. All right, so Leos, let's jump in. I've already pulled your cards, so we are going to start with, I pulled 3 Oracle cards from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, but for some reason I usually start over here, but today I want to start right here. So I'm going to start on the right and then go to the left. That happens sometimes in readings. I will have like my usual format, and for one specific reading, I just start either from the end or in the middle. It happens. All right, so the first card we have is Power of Attraction. I feel like this is you willing something into your reality, bringing something into your reality, wanting to bring something into your reality. And now that I look at this card, I see that it's 2 people mirroring each other. So maybe this is someone that you'd like to will into your reality. Some of you, it will be someone. Others of you, it will be something. Then we have the new birth guarded vigilantly. Feels very private and personal to you, maybe because the Sacred Fool is here. So maybe there's a risk that you're taking, like you're trying to manifest. Power of Attraction. You're trying to manifest something, maybe a leap of faith, a brand new beginning, a risk. And of course, when things are new, that's when they're at their most vulnerable. So maybe you're like keeping it private. Maybe this is what you're being urged to do. It's like when you take a baby home from the hospital, or just when there's a new baby, because all new babies aren't birthed in the hospital, but when there's a new baby, it's like there's a preliminary period where people don't really come over to visit too quickly because the baby is so brand new and you don't want to unintentionally do something to harm the baby. It's like that. Like, you're not hiding anything, but also you don't have to share it yet. You get what I'm saying? Maybe this is how you already feel. Like you're getting ready to like make a leap, start something new, or you're feeling an itch to start something new, and as a result, like you're kind of probably keeping it to yourself or mulling it over with yourself first, or you are being pushed in that direction. All right, let's jump into the tarot. We start the reading with the Page of Cups, clarified by the 7 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. And interestingly enough, I think this is you. I think this is you, Leo. If this is not you, this is someone in your reality who, these readings lately have been just talking so much about relationship dynamics. It's not funny. It feels like I've been using the Work Your Light Oracle deck, and every single sign has been getting the Align Your Life card, Align Your Life card, Align Your Life card. And it feels like we're going through this collective realignment with our relationship dynamics and the people that we're engaging with, and like reshaping how we want to engage and with whom we would like to engage. I'm getting hints of that in that reading. It's not as centrally focused as the other readings that I've been doing recently, but it's here as well. So it feels like there's somebody who's coming in your reality, or this is you, who is kind of apologetic, but also I would say it's like they're apologetic but in a proud way. They're apologetic, but in a very proud way. Maybe there's some ego involved. And I am reading for Leos. And you guys know you have, like, that's your struggle, your ego. So I don't know if this is you. And this is no judgment. No judgment at all. We all struggle with things. But for Leos, it's pride. And pride and ego are something that I've observed that Leos deal with for a really long time in their journey. Yeah. So yeah, someone's coming up as the Page of Cups, which is like, and if this is not like an apology or remorse, it feels like a small emotional offer, but like not really knowing how the other person will receive it. So there's like an air of defensiveness with this like small emotional offer. Makes me chuckle. And then we have the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands, which makes me feel like this is more apologetic, or someone just trying to reach out with a small like emotional gesture to say like, hey, like I still feel the way that I feel for you. Hey, I still have a fondness for you. Because I feel like underneath that, underneath the Page of Cups, underneath the attempt to reach out to show that there's still fondness between you both, or in the situation, it's the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So this tells me that there's been some kind of maybe a disagreement, an argument, a battle, something tumultuous between the dynamics of these people, between you and this person, or if this is you as the Page of Cups. It feels like maybe there were like mental games, mind games. No one really won, because that's what the Five of Swords talks about in this specific deck. I want you guys to look at it. These are three beings, and they all look the same except for the circles on their heads. And they're all remaining isolated from each other, even though they're in the very same circumstances, just because their colors on their heads are different. This one looks a little pink. This one looks like a little orangish, yellowish. This one's like a deeper red. All because they're different shades on the top of their heads. They're remaining separate, but they're all isolated in the same circumstances in the desert. They are stronger together as a trio than as a trio separately doing their own thing. That's what the Five of Swords talks about. So whatever that was, if that was a disagreement, it feels like the disagreement becomes so overwhelming. It becomes like too overwhelming, too much to bear for someone. Too much to bear. Like, I think someone is realizing that the disagreement really makes no sense. Like, what is the point of the disagreement? It's because it's become too heavy for them to carry. And then we have the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Is this you, Leos? I'm starting to really become convinced that the Page of Cups is you. Because this talks to me about underneath the surface, there being actually a lot of love there. Beyond this dynamic, beyond the mind games, and beyond whatever may have provoked this situation, it feels like there's actually a lot of love underneath all of that. Maybe this is a family member. Maybe this is a family dynamic. There's still a lot of love, compassion, empathy. That's what this feels like beneath the exterior of how these people are performing or how you are performing. And I want to place a strong emphasis on performance, because I'm being guided to perform, to feign. This feels like a performance in some way. There being a lot of love between a group of people, or two people. I feel though that this is a group. I think this is you, Leos. Could you be trying to like soothe a situation because like you've realized maybe now like this person has gotten some perspective. Like maybe I should just reach out and like try to soothe this situation because it just makes no sense anymore. It just doesn't. Like there's too much love there. There's a foundation of love there. But it's either you, Leo, coming up as defensive, or maybe the person that you're dealing with is coming up as a little defensive, because the Seven of Wands is also here and I can't ignore that. So if this is you extending it like the emotional gesture but in pride, know that will be perceived by the other. If you are reaching out with pride and ego, like that will be perceived. And if this is someone that you are reaching out to, it feels like maybe they're a little self-protective or defensive, perhaps. And then the story gets juicier. Because now we meet the other recipient or the other like energy that is being engaged in this dynamic. There's a Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is making a judgment. Maybe you're the Queen of Cups. Maybe. I don't know. Pick your part. You know, I'm just reading energy here. I don't know who is who. But there's a Queen of Cups here making a judgment. And maybe the Page of Cups is extending an emotional gesture to this Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups feels like the receiving party to me. To me, this Queen of Cups is coming up as dreamy. A dreamer. You know how the Queen of Cups in the regular tarot deck is more like empathic and sensitive and sometimes described as emotional. This Queen of Cups I'm getting as like a dreamer. And maybe being able to like pull in realities based on their ability to dream. Daring to dream. It's almost like this energy wants to like pull me in. So I don't know who that person is to you or if you are that person, but I really like this energy. But yeah, this Queen of Cups is making a judgment, which is a major decision. Maybe this is the Queen of Cups deciding on the progress of this entire situation or their involvement in this entire situation. Beside that, we have the Four of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. I think this is the energy of the Queen of Cups, actually. It feels like a very restful energy for whatever reason. This, like, the Queen of Cups is at rest, it feels like. And probably very diligent about their rest. Maybe they're working on something during this period of rest. Because we do have like the Knight of Pentacles, which is my diligent card. And then in this deck, this reminds me of astrology. Like the moon phases. And this kind of reminds me of a birth chart or an astrological wheel. So yeah, this person doesn't have to be studying astrology or occultism or mysticism or metaphysics in any way, but it feels like they're diligently focused on themselves, maybe diligently focused on their own healing. And I feel like maybe because the Queen of Cups is already in this space of self-focus and diligence in their own process, it's almost like they're closing this entire situation out or having a major ending in some way. Let's clarify this. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles in the world. It looks like the Queen of Cups is closing out relationships. Three of Cups. Closing out, reconciling, the idea of reconciling relationships. Closing out. Feels like they are... It's like, I don't know if this is an overwhelm that the Queen of Cups is going through because they're so empathic. It's like this Queen of Cups is probably not realizing that they're overwhelmed by this situation, probably more than even this Page of Cups or this Knight of Wands. It's because they're so empathic and taking on the energies of the surrounding. I feel like because the Queen of Cups takes on so much energetically and emotionally, it's like they aren't willing and they aren't probably able to engage in this dynamic anymore, whatever this is. If this was a relationship, if this was a family dynamic, if these were like, let's just say the family is feuding and this is the matriarch of the family and she's just decided, you know what, I'm never coming back for another Christmas holiday because I just don't gel here. I feel like it's, compared to everyone else, the Queen of Cups may look dramatic or the Queen of Cups may be going to an extreme, but it's because of who they are. Like, it's like this space, like they can't exist in this space anymore. It's too much for their energetic body. So if you're dealing with a Queen of Cups and they just don't want to deal with you anymore, it's because of this. Like, they physically can't tolerate it anymore. Like, their energy is not allowing them to have the capacity for these gay. It's like, it's too heavy. All of this strife is too much for the Queen of Cups. That's what I'm getting. It's like the Queen of Cups is closing this entire situation, which may look like ending relationships. It may not even be that extreme. It may look like leaving the party, leaving the function, leaving the whatever. But the world is here, so that does feel like very big energy to me. It's usually the energy of someone really closing a chapter in their lives. And I'm kind of leaning more towards that. Like, it feels like something big. It's because the Queen of Cups is overwhelmed. So whatever is being offered via this Page of Cups in terms of an apology or an attempt to soothe or emotional gesture, it feels like almost a little too late for whoever is receiving it, which I feel like is this Queen of Wands who's making the decision. The decision. Feels like a big decision. All right, yeah, it feels like the Queen of... You know what just came to me? The Queen of Cups could be working diligently on other opportunities. It's like, enough. That is the energy I've gotten from this person. Enough. I've had it. I've had it. I have had it. There's not an ounce more of my energy that I have to give to you or the situation. And then we have the Ace of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you guys, this may be work. This may be a work situation. It's almost like the environment has become too much for you. And maybe somebody else could deal with that environment. But because of who you are, the Queen of Cups, because you are now more intuitive or more sensitive or more empathic, because of your energetic signature, your energetic makeup right now, it's too much for you to bear. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. And I feel like this is probably you or someone else, like, convincing you, like, maybe you can do this. Maybe you can do it this way, or maybe you can, like, do it that way, or maybe we can restart this. Maybe we can like, you know, like, compromises to make it work for the Queen of Wands. Why do I keep calling the Queen of Cups the Queen of Wands? Could there possibly be some fire energy that the Queen of Cups has? But yeah, this is like a consideration. Maybe this is a thought. Maybe I could re-engage a situation. Maybe I could compromise and make it work. I almost feel like you're being advised to not compromise. Then we have the Seven of Cups, Two of Cups, which the Two of Cups sometimes can talk about relationships, friendships, unions, but also it talks to me about law of attraction. And since we already have the power of attraction card that's coming out, I'm taking this as an attraction card. This to me feels like instead of forcing the environment that isn't working for you to work for you, the Queen of Cups is almost being encouraged to seek out what else is out there? What else is out there for you? Remember your ability to attract. Oh. Remember when I was telling you that this Queen of Cups is coming up to me as someone who's very dreamy? This is your power. You're always able to pull in new realities, to attract new things because of your dreams, because of the power of your emotions and how you can use those emotions to alchemize your reality, to bring in what you want into your reality. Maybe this person is a really strong manifester. But it's almost like your guides are reminding you, or my guides are telling me to remind you that like you're the Queen of Cups. Remember, you have this ability to attract. You can attract something else. You can always attract something else. So instead of like going into and working on, which looks like a lot of work, working on this environment or trying to like restart something in this environment that isn't even enough for you anymore. Like you are literally having a physical difficulty existing in this environment. Maybe you can't get your work done because the environment is just too contentious. Whatever your work is, it's like, instead of trying to make this fit so much, maybe try something else. Like you can always attract something else. And maybe there needs to be like a moment where you keep this to yourself, because maybe people will try to influence you to not like, no, don't go Queen of Cups. Like we can make it work this way and this way. Like, no. You can manifest something else. And then we end the reading with these powerful cards, which the Star has been coming up a lot in readings lately. We have the Star and we have the Three of Wands, which the Three of Wands has been talking to me about future energies recently and something being on the horizon, not too far in the distant future, but like in the near future. It's like, follow what is your North Star telling you? What is your intuition telling you? Like what is this could be, I was talking about this in the Cancer reading. This could be prayer. This could be astrology. This could be tarot. This could be divination in any form. What is that guiding system in your life, and what is it telling you? Because I feel like if you're listening to that, it's telling you that this environment is not a healthy container for you. So instead of forcing this to fit, conjure up something new as a new possibility, because you can, because you have the power to. That is a part of your power. All right, so I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna pull some angel answer oracle cards before I go, but I think we have nailed it. Angels, what's the advice for Leos? I think I'm going to pull from another deck. Let's do the Wisdom of the Oracle. Angels, what's the advice for Leo? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. First card we have is the Here and Now. This card talks to me about sitting in the present, not in the future, not in the past, but being like present, like right here, right now. And then we have the community. This is about a space. Okay, community. Then we have between worlds. So you're making a transition and there are things that you need to do. Chop wood, the daily tasks. If this is about a job, like you're gonna have to find a new job. Maybe like put out those applications. If this is about a family property or home environment that you just can't be in anymore, you're gonna have to like go out there, look for new residencies, you may have to move. Like these are the things that you can't avoid, like the tasks that you actually need to do in the 3D mundane world to get through this transition. But I think you'll be fine, Leos. I wish you the best of luck with this. And as always, thank you so much for watching.